What's up, guys? Welcome, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Back at it, second straight day. Got another builds. I'm looking at it. I actually think this will be probably really quick. Just because it's gonna be quick. But welcome, everybody. Zero. Thanks for redeeming those package openings. We got 3 packages today. So we'll open up the first 2. First 2 will be... Okay, let's take a look. Let's just do it. Go straight into it. Okay, so today's stream is going to be kind of short, probably. Oh, Zero redeemed the 3rd. All right. It's going to be short-ish, because I think, honestly, all we have to do is... I didn't show that, did I? Gotta solder in some switches pretty much and then just reassemble. There's no stabilizers to be done, no desoldering. So if it ends up being really short, I am going to probably work on fixing up some of this stuff that we've been looking at. Last night I did fix the R key on this guy. Oops. Right here. Bring that up. Did fix the R key on this, but then I'm still actually noticing here and there are some other small issues. So we're gonna switch out like what's likely to be like 4 more switches. So 4 more switches on this, and then a couple on that one as well. Except I stupidly have kind of forgotten what they were. I think it was 5D and N. 5D N, yes. Okay. Okay, first package. We got... Oh, interesting. First package, I got these guys. And the reason why I find this interesting is... Hold on. I signed up for these USPS was like providing free COVID tests, like take-home COVID tests. And I'm trying to recall how many I signed up for. I think everyone was allowed to sign up for like 4 of them or something. But actually, it still gets a little bit more interesting than that. Let me find out. Let me find out why. Okay, 4, yeah. So 2 in each box. Every household gets 4 rats. How good are keyboards? Welcome. Everyone gets 4. Every household gets 4, so it's like it's kind of weird because like I mean I'm lucky enough to just like kind of be on my own, but I think like a whole family still also gets 4. Any household gets 4. But anyways, the reason I find this a little bit interesting is because I ended up buying a bunch more of these, and I didn't realize it would be exactly the same. So I bought a couple of these from another service, and I guess it's the same exact test. So I guess I have a bunch of COVID tests now. Nice. I thought it would be like slightly different, but maybe this is like the one, you know? Okay. Package number 2 from Amazon. Got here another one of our refill subscriptions of these probiotic gummies. I think they're going up in price, so I don't know if I might want to chill on this. I extended the timeout between the subscription on Amazon because I wasn't finishing the previous one, and I still haven't finished the previous one, but I got a couple left in here. Check them expires. Use the oldest ones first. Oh. They're not so accurate, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, I feel that. Okay. July 23rd. July 23rd. This is June 11th. Yeah, bunch on June 11th. I see. Okay. Okay. Thanks for that. How good are keyboards? I appreciate it. There's an expiration date on these. Okay, but we got a couple months. We got 4 or 5 months or so until we get it. Okay, one more package. We're just zipping right through, aren't we? Last night we did what, an hour and a half of packages, and tonight we're gonna end at like 15 minutes. They unfortunately do not last forever. Yeah. Also, I put up the keyboard stand, if you haven't seen it already. Just these were the 2 keyboards that I just had out, and I didn't want to put away, so I just put them up there. Almost 2 hours for 9 packages, yep, and then almost 15 minutes for 3 here. All right, we got this from Kinetic Labs. We got 2 bags of Kinetic Lab symmetric springs, these gold-plated symmetric springs, one of them in 69 grams. So this will be good for especially mixing up, because I had another bag of these 69 grams, but you don't have enough for 60 to 70 switches, like an extra set. So this one should now complete that last bag and give us more than 210. So get three boards worth of switches with 2 bags. And then secondly, we got this 90 gram one. I wanted to go up from, what was it, 78 that we usually put in some of our spacebar switches. See if 90 fares any better, and we'll kind of see. If it doesn't so much, then who knows? Maybe this might be a possible future item. Last thing in this box we got here. Another syringe of 205 grade 0. Looks like a new type of tip end here, and it's a lot thicker than the other one. Ones that I've used before got the military green sort of look here. I've used this in previous empty syringes I've bought, so I haven't seen these in quite a while. But differs a little bit than the last tip they gave us, which is like this plastic red one. So I just wanted to re-up on this because I know that I'm getting a little tiny bit short on my other one. Thinking of taking this one over to Ada's instead. To be honest, it's not that short, really. It when I push this through, I think it's like halfway probably. So yeah, I'll just bring this over to Ada's today. Put this off to the side here. Okay, and that is it for packages. Appreciate you guys. All right, so we got a board, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I think this might be a very, very, very fast build. So if anything, we'll hit up some of these chores later on. But it's, oh, did I not pay out? I guess I didn't pay out. Hold on 1 second. So we were less than 125, right? I had the R issue. My apologies for those who believed in me yesterday. Okay. So we'll fix this up. Scammed. Yep. I got that scam last night. All right. So here's where we were with this guy. We built this, you know, we had the whole funny history with this board. You know, I've had this for several years waiting on a GH60 PCB that I still don't have. Pretty sure that's just done forever. I built this during the build-a-thon last August, which, crazy enough, now that I think about it, is over 6 months ago. If you guys, I can hardly believe it myself. 6 months ago is when I built this, and we did the whole like side cracking situation here. And we built those with like the leftover switches that Zero, I think you were the one that won those, right? I think it's still on their way over to you. Speaking of, I guess I might not have ever sent you the tracking. Maybe, I don't know. Let me find that tracking. I'll just DM it to you on Discord. Yes, sir, no problem. No, I got it right here. I think this is it. So I think it just kind of got to your general area. Okay, anyways. So those are the switches I was using. Today, I was actually debating. And we'll chat about this. I'm still like, I'll take your guys' suggestions, but I still kind of know what I'm going to do. So, my thought was, I really want to use these Box Crystal Navy switches from Kailh. I'm pretty sure these are going to be much louder than this guy right here. Just like in hand, it was just louder, these Box Navy switches. And we got the crystal housings. So I guess they're supposed to be good for RGB, but I don't know, I just got it because it was like kind of interesting. I'm not even going to use RGB here. And these are completely untuned. I have tried tuning these, or I tried tuning one, and I was like, this definitely silences it a bit. And even just thinking about trying to silence like a spring just to get rid of the spring crunch, I'm just like, I don't really know that I care that much. Like, at least it's not a stabilizer, like a rattly stabilizer where you're losing like necessarily the sound of the switches versus like, you know, a rattly wire and a stabilizer. I don't care as much as that as you know, the for the actual springs. I think weird spring sounds, to be honest, in clicky switches might be, in my opinion, a little bit more acceptable because it's just like part of the sort of character and just producing a loud, silly sound. So I want to do this because I kind of wanted to go for like this dark blue or like navy theme here, putting the Box Crystal Navies in here, as well as my plan tonight was to run this key set that I've been trying to find a home for, which is DSS First Light. You know, we tried using this on a couple of boards. Still haven't really quite found like the real home for it yet, but I think this might be the one, to be honest. Meanwhile, I did work on tuning these guys yesterday. These are KS3 Pro Gateron switches. Gateron Pro KS3 switches with slow 2 springs, filmed, lubed, all that. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this was because I thought that this was just kind of like, you know, a budget style or a budget kind of switch. And knowing that the style of this board is really going to be kind of like budget, I thought it might fit the theme. But I don't know what to say other than like, I'm not sure that this feels like really the fun or the right move. I think this might be. I've been like holding off, to be perfectly honest. And Thixius, welcome to the stream. I've been holding off on like trying to solder in or just like build with a lot of clicky switches. I know I did do, again, this guy right here, as well as the one right behind it, another clicky switch. So we're gonna have like, fortunately, I just didn't even think about this, but we're gonna have like 3 clicky switches to compare, and I don't even need to pull anything out because these guys are just standing up right here. But I've been trying to hold off on them because I really wanted to do these Ramakara like A/B tests with these clicky switches, just so that like we can really like focus in, hone in on what the differences between switch sounds are. But like I have just become kind of like impatient and would just rather build interesting things on stream. And I hope you guys don't mind. The thing I'm thinking of was like I really wanted to do something like just straight YouTube videos of Ramakara A/B tests, but I don't know what to say other than like, yeah, they might be useful, but they wouldn't be like particularly interesting to me unless you had some like long like 10-15 minute supercut of like all the switches in one singular video. And I just don't know that I have the patience for that, to be perfectly honest. So we're just gonna build with these. We're gonna do like soldering in and everything, and yeah, I hope that's all right with you guys. Okay, another thing that I wanted to do was we put in these orange blockers, and they're just so out of place. Like, it's kind of funny, but it's actually kind of annoying. So I kind of want to get rid of them. Now, one thing that has me a little bit curious is one second. I'm just like poking around here. Don't mind me, guys. What the hell did I use them for? So I'm recalling that I used one for a duck eagle, and then I tried using one for the alopow, but then like it didn't fit into the plate. So I'm confused why I have 3 sets and only one of them has the 1.5 unit ones. I wonder if I kept it in that alopow box, because it would be a shame if it just went missing, you know? So one second. Hey, maybe this is where I'll waste a bunch of time here on stream. Let me check. Oh, I did use it. I remember what happened. I remember what happened now. I did use it for the alopow. I used one for a K-Mac. I used the silver for the K-Mac. But I used these gray ones for the Duck Eagle V1 and this alopow. And I remember what happened. We tried running that blue plate that PC Load Letter ended up winning, and then he went and fixed my PCBs, and when I sent him the package of plates and then these PCBs that he doesn't want but was willing to fix, the plate didn't work. What happened was these 1.5 unit blockers here, they wouldn't fit in the cutout of that KBD fan's half plate. But we still decided to use this anyways because the way that you can do it, you can still kind of screw this in plateless, like into a plateless build. So that's what we just ended up doing. And it's really, really goofy, but it's what we did. Now it's blocked, so. Very cool. Okay, so anyways, I don't know that I necessarily have like a really better match. Like I'm wondering if I should use the gray or maybe I should go with the purple. Maybe purple will match a little bit better. Like it'll be a little bit off, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just play with that now. I remember that half plate now. Yeah. Okay. Let's put this away. Also, while we're on the subject of this guy. Okay, you know what? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not gonna lie. My video, I'm just like, I'm looking at my video right now. And my video makes this look a lot better than it actually does. Because, like, in real life, when I look at it, like, I don't like how this looks. And to be perfectly honest, I think, like, when I first... How do I put this? Alright, I'm gonna make a comment here. Give me 1 second. I'll make a comment here. One thing that I had in mind when I was like first leaving the hobby and when I was coming back was that I really like these like monotone key sets. Like just like specifically like letters or like legends are one color, and then alphas and mods are all another color, just like all throughout. I still like them, but I don't know how to explain it other than like, oh, I'm getting like, there's only so many colors, right? So it's just like, I can like keep buying them. In fact, like here's just another thing to sort of throw out there. To find my, I had to find my keyboard here. I got so many keyboards in front of me right now. I want to show you guys something. I hope that I'm not shooting myself in the foot here. I hope. But let's take a look at this. It's tiring to look at. No, it's not tiring to look at. I'm just, it's like, so I don't really like when alphas and mods are different colors. I think that it can be done tastefully, but they're just, it's like, I'm wondering like how often is it tasteful and how often is it interesting? And I've just generally found in the past that it's like a little bit rare. But I'm also, so I liked when everything was uniform between alphas and mods. But now I'm getting like a little, like I feel bad saying this, but I'm getting a little bit bored of it. A little bit. I think one of the worst, how do I put this? One of the things I don't like that much about specifically GMK Godspeed Columbia is that the legends aren't white. They're actually very, very slightly yellow. And that bothers me to like almost no end. I'm so, yeah, I don't know. It bothers me how it's not white. It's like a little yellow. Anyways, I got this Alipal case. I really like this blue marble. My OCB would like. I really like this blue marble. It's like, it looks like a bowling ball. It's a cheap tray case, all that. Anyways, I've been thinking about like what other options might I consider putting on here, and there's some like interesting in stock GMK extras that they're just in stock, and I feel like they'll hopefully possibly be in stock for the next, I hope, a couple weeks. I want to cool it on spending this month because I spent so much on tattoo, mic, all that. But I want to show a couple of quick options of things I was thinking of. For one, you guys probably just see it, spoiling it, but Omnitype has that too is bananas, by thank you. Omnitype has extras for Moto 2, not Light, but just Moto 2. And to be honest, I already have like Dolch. I've had a lot of Dolch over the years, but I do understand the appeal of Moto in general, how it's just like a little bit cooler. So at first I wasn't thinking of getting just like the Moto standard, but I'm warming up to it. But what did interest me was the Moto Mist. I don't know, like this reminds me of like Sky Dolch or those like SoWare and stuff. Mexico has pre-orders and extras of sets that ran last year, and it's very dangerous. Yeah, I've noticed. So I know Civilizations was up for a really long time, and then I think the base is just out, so I didn't get in on it. So maybe a good thing. I don't know. Have the standard. I see. Yeah. So the Mist is like interesting to me because, for all intents and purposes, it's a little bit weird, but there is like a little bit of like history. So you can like kind of look at it. There's like, let's take a look. I'm Googling right now. So there was this like, this is not the best thing to show, but there's a set called SoWare that started off as DCS from SP, and I think it was weird and interesting because I think it was it started off as a Korean buy like many years ago, and I think they were trying to replicate something like Wise. So like if you remember, if you know what Wise is like those keyboards. But I think like things just kind of got super lost in translation, and then like Signature Plastics and the Group by Runner they fucked something up, and this is why, you know, one of the reasons, early reasons why, you know, you would want to run samples, like color samples. So it got messed up. But then the thing is that, like, they still ran it, they still sold it, people still received it. And as much as it was, like, kind of fucked up, which it definitely is when you look at, like the contrast here, it kind of became, like, sort of, like, sought out. And then it came sought out. Bitter Seeds, thanks so much. Yeah. 7 months. What's going on? Welcome. Just give it a little history of SoWare. So this was a DCS set that ran, and it's just like, it became sought out despite the fact that it was like a huge error, and then people will still kind of like try to look for it. And then they even made like a GMK version of it at some point. Like, it's just, even though all the fucked up colors, it's like kind of silly. But yeah, I think it was supposed to be based off of Wise, I believe. Meanwhile, there was this like, also this run of like Sky Dolch and like these variants of Dolch that kind of like looked like this, which again I also find look a little bit weird. Just not gonna lie, I think like there's this evolution of, and I just bring this up because there's evolution of like these weird like light blue / teal legends that just show up on these two-tone sets. And I think like it's kind of evolved into like this mist base kit for Moto. And I don't know what to say other than like, okay, I think honestly, it still looks weird, but this is, I think, the best rendition of what that was supposed to be. You see what I mean? Does that make sense? Here's like an EPBT version of that Sky Dolch as well. This is the best rendition, I think, of what it's trying to do, even though I still find it a little bit weird. But I also think what's kind of interesting is that, like, I do think that legends-wise, this would match a bunch of, like, different kinds of boards. Including, like, say, for example, like, this guy right here, this Kara in Azure. Like, the sort of, like, teal, bluish, like, polycarbonate. And also, possibly, I don't know if you think it would look good on this. It still kind of probably wouldn't match. I'm going to be perfectly honest, but it's still something I've been thinking about. Meanwhile, the other option that has kind of gone up, just literally went up today, at least on US vendor-wise, is Space Cadet. Space Cadet extras just went out. But now, the reason I had that sort of statement like 10 minutes ago of like, you know, two-tone versus mono is because both Space Cadet 2 came with both a classic that's supposed to be this gray and blue situation, as well as a full blue base. And I'm wondering, like, this intrigues me, but I legitimately don't know which one of these I would actually want, because I think that this all blue would have definitely like appeased me if I actually bought this in 2020. So like that's something that I think about. But meanwhile, again, like I've gotten a little tired of like single tone, and I already have like a bunch of key sets that kind of are of this vein. Say for example, Classic Blue, which I know is a different blue. Deep Navy, I know is an entirely different blue. I have Rudy coming in, probably 2 years from now or whatever. Again, also another entirely different blue. And then I got Godspeed Columbia here. Still a pretty different blue, but I got a lot of blue themes here, and I'm just kind of like, do I really need another one? Meanwhile, while this is a two-tone, one thing I do respect about it is, in general, one thing I do really, really like, no matter if it's two-tone or monotone, is when the legends are white. When the legends are white and it's on top of another color, I really, really like that. So I really like how, like, even though it's a two-tone, you have white on other colors. So I think about it, and I know that this is like the sort of that classic look of these old like Space Cadet keyboards, that are going to be a little bit more common than the all blue versions, but the all blue version did exist, and I don't know, just kind of like thinking about it, and I'm wondering, I think maybe this might actually be like a slightly better color match than Godspeed Columbia and Classic Blue. So one of these I'm really thinking or considering about getting, I think. I just don't know which one. I don't know that I would think that I would like this on blue. I think I would like the two-tone. I don't think I'd like this on this blue keyboard. I think this would look better on like something that's not blue. But I don't know. Man, I just want Perestroika. Man, Perestroika. I gotta tell you guys that Perestroika. I saw it up for pre-order for a really long time. Like I think it was just like kind of for a long several months in like late 2020 through possibly through early 2021. It was up for a long time, and these extras on Project Keyboard, it was only just the base kit. And like when I saw and knew what Perestroika was, I was just like, shit. The base kit is like, it only comes in like Cyrillic mono legends. And if you wanted to get like the Latin alphas, like you had to buy the other kit, which was sold out in the pre-order phase. So I was just like, I looked at it and I was like, man, Perestroika looks really good, but I don't want it without the Latin alphas. So I was just like, fuck it. I'll just wait until like either extras come out or maybe I'll just get it in the aftermarket. And it's so crazy considering now that like one, I don't really care about the Latin alphas anymore, to be perfectly honest. I just would like the base kit. So I'm just like, I should have just bought it then. But now it's like, it's super, super expensive on the aftermarket, especially if, you know, you end up finding one of those like Latin alpha kits. There was one that got like, it went up for sale the other day and it was sold instantly on Mech Market, and it was like crazy expensive, but it sold instantly. So, I think that, to be perfectly honest, I really honestly believe that Project Keyboard or some other vendor is watching and they're noticing like how crazy the demand is for Perestroika right now. So I really, 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 like, I would be so surprised. I don't know how to put this. Like, I would be disappointed if a round 2 wasn't run, and I feel like they can probably kill it with a round 2 also. Like I think that a Perestroika round 2 is just that, like, well, you see what was kind of like sold, you saw how crazy it is, but I also just feel like there's an opportunity there for them to do like sub legends, and just like offer that as some kind of a base kit. So I feel like there's an opportunity there. So really wish I gotten in on it, but to also be perfectly honest, like I don't even know what I would run it on, because like I don't know if that I really have boards that would match it super well. So JTK Cyan Deeds, welcome. So funny thing about this, I have a Cyan GMK set. It's basically the very first, look at this, they switched the R and the E. It was basically one of the first GMK buys that was run, I think, like ever. Like it was like 2013 or so. It's just like, it sucks because it's not like kitted for HHKB. So it kind of is a bummer. I do have one JTK set, and I think JTK, I'm gonna be like totally honest, I think JTK, I don't know if I'm gonna make enemies here, but JTK legends are a little weird. I would also say the same about like Damaki is also a little bit weird. EPBT, I've only seen the die subs. I haven't actually seen the EPBT double shots in person, so I can't really say there. I think Geek Arc is a little bit strange as well, to be perfectly honest. Like, they're all kind of like trying to be based around that one, I forget exactly what the typeface is, but that one typeface that's like the cherry one that kind of like is really rounded. And I don't know, for me, I'm just like so used to cherry that like you can kind of see like you could just get a sense looking at it holistically, and you can get a sense looking really closely that like the legends look like they're trying to be like the legends you see, or like the typeface you see on cherry, but it's like a little bit off. And I think that's what bothers me about JTK. It's what bothers me about like some of the Geek Arc legends I've seen. Infinity is like a little bit off as well. Just a little strange. And it's just like, it's just my personal preference. I think it's really cool that all these different other companies, JTK, EPBT, Domiki, Infinity, all of these, like, I think it's really cool that they're offering something quicker and like different kinds of design ideas and colors, but you know, like I still wouldn't say this is my first preference, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, just throwing that out there. But these, thank you. I mean, it's interesting. Cyan specifically, there have been like, I think at least three different runs of Cyan run through GMK. I have one of them, and it's just the most unfortunate one because it doesn't have HHKB kitting. So got GMK Adler was all right on the 2015, like that first OG reproduction of Triumph Adler, I'm guessing. Very cool. I have that as well, but again, another thing is that not kitted for HHKB. Hyperfuse? Oh, let's take a look at. I haven't seen Hyperfuse in a minute. Oh, I remember there were like different Hyperfuses run. Okay, this is, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this render looks pretty good, but then like I've always seen like these sort of like kitting renders that I just thought like it didn't look that good. But this render does. How do I put this? This reminds me honestly a lot of SoWare, like especially those mods. I kind of understand the appeal of it. I just don't know that it's ever been like my particular taste. But I think it's also that like this just often, like whenever I see Hyperfuse or whenever I think of Hyperfuse, I don't think of photos. I think more of, oh, I see. I think more of these renders. And I'm just like, I really wish that in my brain that like I thought of it like how it would look in real life, because it probably does look pretty good, but whenever I like see it in renders, I'm just like it doesn't pique my interest super hard. So if you guys want to like find any really nice photos of Hyperfuse, feel free to like send them in here, because maybe that'll like inspire me. But like I've always kind of found that the renders have never been really particularly inspiring. just maybe I'm getting a little, I don't know, snobbish here. Hyperfuse Origins kind of sucks. Go for GMK Hyperfuse and GMK Hypabuse as well as JTK Hyperfuse. I know that the Hyperfuse started off as DCS as well, I believe, if I recall correctly. This is crazy. Look at like how renders used to look like this. See if people have any photos on here. I don't know. I wonder if this actually like fulfilled. There we go. Ah, this was DSA. Oh. There definitely had to have been a DCS Hyperfuse though. Yeah, here's someone who's sold it. But I'm trying to look for like the original buy threads. Here's another one. That's right here is DCS. So again, like it's just unfortunate that people are taking photos like this. So I'm kind of just like, well, I really wonder what it really looked like, you know? Anyways, I'm thinking of getting Space Cadet for this. But I don't know if I want the classic or the blue base yet. So. Okay. Anyways, I had just whipped this out just because I wanted to show off or like figure out where those blockers went, and it did actually come into here. But let's get moving on today's build, which would be this guy. We've spent quite a bit of time here. One of the things that I maybe wanted to consider was instead of using orange, maybe we'll use purple. Purple is not really a great match, but you know, it's not as like oh god, not the blockers. Thank you for the TED Talk. Oh yeah, no problem. I think the orange blockers, I'm getting a little tired of them. But it's time for some purple, yeah? Right, cognitive wanderer, right? It's time for purple. Spray them. Alright. Oh, look at this. I forgot I did this. I didn't have any like washer, so I literally just used like a piece of paper. Which I apparently didn't need on this side. Shaking my head. I'm glad we share the same taste. Blue and orange makes it look like Nerf. One thing I was trying to do at the time was I was trying to go for a New York Knicks theme. Whoops. Gotta have the blockers, man. If you ain't manually putting in your own blockers, then what are you actually doing, you know? That's what I think. This is board acrylic, alright. Yeah, the worst part about the blockers is that, like, the way that this stacked acrylic is, like, actually put together has, like, the worst, like, flushing. Oh, that was bright. Yeah, no, okay, so let me also explain. That's another quick thing to mention about my stream. I don't keep AFF on because with a Nikon SLR, it's, like specifically a DSLR, it's really terrible at hunting. It's really bad. So I have to manually focus, but fortunately there is like a button that will just like manually focus for you. But for some strange reason, and maybe I don't know if you guys might have an answer to it, but for some strange reason, while it's in the middle of that manual focus button, oh shit.
What's going on?
Yo, what's going on?
Who are you talking to?
I'm on live.
Oh.
Yeah. How's it going, guys?
This is
Andy, my co-host.
That's me. I have all the keyboard knowledge.
Yeah. Andy has all the keyboard knowledge.
They call me Keyboard Andy.
Alright, so I just re-cracked this acrylic, I think. Oh, Zero is asking, what are we eating, Mr. Andy?
Oh, snap. That's a good question. I already ate. I had like a little after-work team hangout. I had a fried chicken sandwich.
Ooh, nice.
And they also had a braised short rib grilled cheese on happy hour.
Ah.
And I also had an old and also a beer.
Nice. Piece of
So I am full.
I see. Sick. Are you just headed home or what? You got more partying to do?
I'm about to head home. I'm already tired.
Alrighty. Sick.
What are you gonna eat for dinner? Did you already eat?
I ate one slice of toast.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm presuming that this stream is gonna be not long, but you know me, they always take long. But I'm gonna head over to Ada's after and probably eat some dinner there. Maybe a late one.
Yeah, maybe you'll have another slice of toast. this is crazy, but I think Denny's has the best toast.
Denny's?
Denny's. I don't know what they put on that shit, but for whatever reason, you just get a buttered, toasted piece of white bread there. It tastes incredible.
Alright, I'm gonna catch up on chat really quick. Peace Leather says, I don't think my D850 does that in live view. I see. Yeah, I don't know what it is. If someone knows how to get rid of this thing here, let me know. Cognitive Wanderer is asking, is he driving? I just heard a turn signal.
Oh, wow, you got good hearing, or my turn signal is really loud. But yes, I am driving. I actually hate driving.
Driving is the best.
It's actually the worst. I do it for 2 hours of my day every day.
Nice. Okay, so I've re-cracked this acrylic, so I'm gonna just try to gently glue it back together. Whatever that means. What the hell? How does this work? You got this like Gorilla glue, and it's all like crusty, and I never use it.
Remember that girl who got Gorilla Glue stuck in her hair and had a GoFundMe and it went viral?
I do remember that.
What? It was like a huge news story. Everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, I do remember.
I've been like Gorilla Glue girl.
Do you remember what the reasoning was, though? Why she put it in her hair in the first place? Because I don't really remember.
I'm looking it up right now as I drive, which is a good idea.
It's pretty safe, I gotta say.
Oh, she wanted to gel down her hair, and then she thought using Gorilla Glue would be a good idea, thinking it would like easily wash out.
Ah. I do remember. Was I supposed to open it like this? I guess it's not. Like, I was not supposed to do this.
Any fun plans for the weekend? Other than maybe eating some more toast?
Well, I don't have Monday off.
Oh, nice. What's the occasion?
No, I don't have it off.
Oh, what?
It's President's Day.
Oh, shit.
Do you have it off?
Nah, I don't have it off, but I wish I had it off so I could, in honor of Daddy Biden.
Okay, I just realized how this is supposed to work. You're supposed to squeeze from the sides, I guess. Man, I'm an idiot.
You should make a keyboard made out of Gorilla Glue.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna patent that.
Oh man, I'm so sleepy.
Oh, a little sleepy
Had a
boy.
long day.
Look at this little sleepy boy here, guys.
Don't call me that.
Sleepy boy.
Are your tattoos healed?
It's a work in progress, you know.
Is it like peeling and shit?
I think I'm past that point, but there may possibly be another round of peeling. Don't know
Are
yet.
you like done with the tattoos or what?
Every time I like have these sessions, I feel like, oh, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And then like in a couple of years, I'm gonna be like, oh, I want to do another. I want to expand.
expand. What is there to expand to? Your face?
I could.
You're crazy.
Probably just more down my stomach, my ribs, lower back. Georgie says, "Hi all. Should we sing him a nighttime song?" Little sleepy boy here needs a little nighty night singing.
I should not be driving. I'm so sleepy. I'm really full. And I also hate driving.
And you're a
Not a
baby.
good combo. Yeah.
And you're a little baby.
Just a sleepy little baby driving.
You think anyone calls the rapper Lil Baby like, oh, he's a little baby?
What?
Little baby is like a little baby. Alright, I gotta catch up on all these messages here. Love driving, hate paying for gas, especially now. Love driving fast cars, riding sports bike, get a bike. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, gas sucks. I'm filling up paying like almost $70 for a full tank nowadays.
Yeah, gas sucks ass.
Yeah, and I have to get gas every once a week, and it just like adds up. It's like buying a car right now that's not electric has to be one of the worst investments ever.
Alright, I'm a little bit worried about this, so give me a moment.
I actually did a live stream today for my work.
Oh, how was that? Like Instagram or what?
Yeah, Instagram live. It was like kind of a Q&A session. People can just tune in and, you know, ask whatever questions they have. And I like was kind of nervous because I don't really do that kind of stuff. And of course, like, oh, there might be trolls and stuff, and I didn't know how I would deal with it. But it was like super smooth, and it was like, I'm like, oh, I could do this. Like, oh, it's like nothing to be scared of.
Nice. That's cool. Dang. I wish I was watching.
My boss was really happy with it because he's like, we were just very straight to the point, answered all these questions, and thought we were like pretty helpful. So hopefully it leads to more business. You know, that's like the whole point of the whole spending 2 hours of our day planning and prepping and doing the live stream. You know?
Yeah, that's sick.
Actually, we didn't do any prepping. I was just like chilling.
Sick. Alright. Common Wanderer says, when are you getting the pink dolphin on your lower back with the rainbow? When his woman tricks him into it. Work from home, pays rewards. Hey, Kajaza, welcome back to the stream. All Hex, welcome back. Oh, yeah. Good. I streamed yesterday, so I was back yesterday, but second straight day. Trying to do what will hopefully become not a long stream, but you know me. You already know how it is. Alright.
Did you ever watch the X-Files growing up?
X-Files, no. I remember that episode of The Simpsons where Mulder and Scully were on it. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I don't know. I just like random. Okay, so this is kind of weird, but there was an alien in our dumpster the other day.
A what?
An alien?
An alien?
Yeah. So, and it got me thinking, like, oh man, that reminds me of the X-Files. And then I was like, man, what was the theme song again? And like, I YouTubed it, and it brought back like so much good memories. Like, wow, this is that melody. And I was like, why hasn't like a rapper like flipped this song for a sample yet?
Wait, I feel like you glossed over Alien really fast. Like, you saw an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, typical alien, you know.
It was
It was purple. Was that like a? Ah,
I'm
fucking.
gonna be honest with you. Like I could just send a picture, bro. I think that would be like the most logical thing to do. But there was a purple alien in our dumpster, and people. I realize now that's like a weird statement to make, but it's true.
All right. Well, hang out real quick. I'm bleeding, so give me a second.
What the hell?
Just gotta get cleaned up here real quick. Apologies for the delay, everybody.
Are you bleeding from the eyes? I'm not watching.
No, it's just a little cut on my finger.
It's lame. That'd be super sick if you're bleeding from the eyes, though.
That would be pretty cool.
For those of you that don't know, in high school, me and Chris went to the same high school, and he had this addiction to drawing, like, mutilated heads with bleeding eyeballs and, like, bleeding out of the mouth. And sometimes he'd have them, like, hanging on hooks and, like, weird, like, crazy colors, like green blood, and he would do, like, variations of them and, like, all kind of just floating in the air. And he would, like, draw this on, like, his homework and, like, the whiteboard in class, and, like, he just had this obsession where, like, he had to, like, draw these weird mutilated heads everywhere. And looking back at it now, I'm just like, yeah, that was fucking weird. But, like, back then I used to think it was just kind of funny. But now I'm like, wow, that was really fucking weird, Chris.
I remember, you know, where I think it kind of started was one time there was like just like, I don't know, passing period or something, or I think like a little snack time at lunch in high school. Like you found this like SAT prep flyer, and this flyer was like multiple pages. Like it was like at least like 4 pages long. This SAT prep material, right? And like you handed it to me, and I looked through it. I'm like, wait, what the hell is up with this? And I looked closer, and like everybody's eyes was like filled in with pencil. Like it wasn't bleeding or anything. They were just like, their eyes were just blackened with a pencil.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's what inspired you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember like your teachers weren't very fond of it.
Yeah. I had one teacher, like he handed out like little whiteboards to like you know, just like write answers for like class activities, and then like I'd always like draw these heads on them, and he'd be like, can you not do that?
Dude, our teachers back then were so chill. We got away with like so much.
Yeah, we did. All right, sorry, I missed a lot of these messages here. Okay, I'm gonna catch up here. Buying any car right now is a bad investment unless you're buying it to resell in a month when the price is 25% higher. You seen that Robin Big episode where one of them gets a pink dolphin? Pink Dollars tat sounds great. Totally try to get a spot. All hex you were here. Oh, they're called undocumented immigrants now. Oh. Let's see. Hazards of keyboard building. Yes, I was bleeding from my my middle finger for a little bit, trying to press these switches in. And then these like legs are all like sharp. So I put a band-aid on, and I'm now back to using these black gloves, which would be cool if they didn't have these stupid logos on them. This hobby's dangerous, physically and financially, yes. Zero says this conversation is sus as fuck. I don't understand. It's just filling these in, having a fun little doodle.
Yeah, we used to draw some weird stuff when we were younger. Remember that? What was that one drawing software we could like on the internet we could draw together?
Bruh, Open Canvas. I'm still like, why the hell isn't
Open
there
Canvas?
Open Canvas? Yeah, I was really like looking it up, trying to figure out like why is it the case that there's like no pretty good software that does like collaborative art? And I guess it's just that like it's complicated, but at the same time they did this literally in 2003 and it was like really good.
Yeah, there was like lag free and then
Yeah, like open
quality
canvas.
was really good.
So like open canvas still exists, but I don't think they offer like collaborative art anymore. Like I
What
don't
was
think
the point of that then?
I don't know, man. It sucks because that was amazing.
But actually, I remember the drawing software itself was like solid. All the brush tips were like really nice, and I remember I made some pretty good art at one point,
Yeah, it was,
like using my mouse.
bro, it was so fun, but like, yeah,
you
I guess,
had, though, you had a tablet.
yeah, it was how do I put it? It was simple. Like it was kind of like really simplified compared to like other like art software, but it was, I would say, good enough.
Do you still have those like drawings saved somewhere?
They're on hard drive somewhere. I could probably dig some of them up, but you had some crazy ones. Definitely had some
I remember
crazy
we drew
ones.
a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, we drew a lot of Pokemon, but you definitely drew a lot more other types of things.
That would be funny to like open that up and bring it back out and like just, it's like, what do you call it? Like the what do you call it when people like bury shit in the ground and open it like 10 years later?
Time capsule?
Yeah, it's like opening up a time capsule.
Yeah. No, I mean like I've looked at them here and there over the last like 10 years or so. They're like,
what the heck?
They're kind of fun. I gotta find them again.
It's crazy how like the stuff we're into back then is pretty much the same stuff we're into now. Like we haven't changed much. Like video games,
Basketball, music.
basketball. Yeah. It's like,
Remember when we played all those like what was it? Use map settings games in StarCraft 1?
oh, the custom map games?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Those are the best.
Remember when we made our own maps?
Yes, that was iconic.
Iconic. Classic.
My favorite were it's like choose your D,
Yeah.
and you choose like a race, and then you the best one was Protoss, and then you could, there was like a hack.
Yeah,
There was
stacking.
a version 13.1 where you could stack the fucking beam towers, and they would just shoot like a insane, like, I don't know, I don't remember, like, it was just mind blowing though, like using that Protoss hack.
That was an insane glitch. It really was.
And we could never like finish it because it would just get so crazy, it would just lag.
Yeah, like some of it was like a design to like kill you because of lag.
Yeah, where like the towers can't, they stop firing.
Yeah.
The army of form just goes through. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, your units would like stop attacking. Classic.
I'll never forget the moment where like we edited a popular map like Choose Your D, but we made it, we like deleted, we like created our own map. You and me were Marines, and then the other people were all overlords with like 1,000,000 health. And then the map was empty, and then when you would load up, I remember this one guy was like, "This is not Choose Your D." And then he was like, the overlord like moving around, and we were just like shooting him, and he was like trying to figure out how to win.
Oh my god. It was crazy. We literally just like, we used the map builder and like, how do I put it, like it wasn't even anything. It was just like the default map, but we put units that were like for us. Then we just named it Choose Your D.
Remember there was those random like zoo animals you could throw in the map and
Yeah,
they're not playable or anything?
Those critters, yeah.
It's like just like random characters they just threw in there that aren't actually in the actual like real game. Like, I don't know.
So good.
We should like bring that back and just like play again and see if there's other people playing.
Yeah.
And you should live stream it.
Yeah, these all fall out.
And then with technology today, like the games won't lag anymore. Maybe we'll finally beat one of those tower defense games.
I know, huh? Okay, I think I just need to start soldering. Because I'm gonna have to like hold this in place to solder. So. Alright, let's get all plugged in.
Wah, wah.
Everybody be nice to Chris. No, the other one, yeah, Asian, but doesn't eat rice, just smile and nod. Alright, let's do this. So Andy, you're not getting any more food?
Am I getting food? No, I'm just going home.
No, I mean, just you're not getting any more at this point?
Nah, I'm super full. I'm actually gonna hang up for now.
Alright. Peace, dude. Alrighty. Oh wait, is this shitty egg rolls guy? Yes, my co-host Andy. But I think he's just dropped off. Yeah, I was trying to find suggestions for you guys for dinner, but I think he just dropped, so sorry about that. Alright, so you know what's trash is that this is really hard to tell. It's supposed to be, but I'm guessing it's the ones that are colored in because of the actual solder coloring. Okay. Oh shit. I forgot. Chicken inasal? What is inasal? Have I had that before? Do I know what it is? Am I not a real Filipino? Alright. I gotta put on the mat. If Chris still knows what that is, I don't know if I know. Also, did I put this upside down? I think I put it upside down.
You are about to embark upon a fascinating adventure into well-being, a journey which will lead you with a lifetime method for gaining unequaled health of body and mind and the sense of a new life.
Relax for a few moments. Do that now. Do that now.
Not so Asian Chris. I came prepared and have a pork shoulder on the barbecue. Oh. Probably prepare a fat mushroom the same way. Yeah. I feel that. Okay, let's get started here. I'm going to try to do these plateless switches first. I think the key is I just gotta kind of get one leg in there and then like wodan it. Also, another thing is I need to figure out what's going on with this rattliness here. think it stopped. Yeah, I've been meaning to like lube it, but it just seemed like something was kind of snapped in, or not fully snapped in yet. So I may have VOD this on the wrong side, but oh well. Alright, we are an hour in and we're just starting to solder. Quick stream, right? Only the fastest streams here. Okay. Got like 3 more. Damn, I don't think that's that Gorilla Glue really put this in totally in place or anything. Shit. This one's hard. Getting the shift correctly. No! It's like I just need it like flat, and I'm way too lazy to find tape right now, so I'm just trying to like get it to work. Okay, okay. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. Alrighty. I think that's it for single pins. I'm not gonna lie, I still kind of want to work on this this situation with the super glue. I don't know why I pulled that off. Okay. I'm just gonna press this a bit here, see if it'll like hold. We snapped it at some point, or re-snapped it when we were trying to change out to the purple blockers. Okay, meanwhile, pressing this in here. Just trying to get the alignment all good, but we're gonna probably have to rodan it, so. Close this back up. Flip this around. Take care of some of these. We'll go edges and then work our way in. Those sound good, but I'm also noticing, like, I think I need to do like a longer hold, because sometimes if I let go too early, it's still actually hot enough to still move around. For anyone who's just tuning in, working on this alixinzhai stacked acrylic build. Worked on it before, a rebuild here. We did the desoldering another night a couple weeks back. But yeah, I was back at this today. Okay, it's like a lot of this side is all done. Okay. Going to use these Box Crystal Navy switches. Play around with these, see how they feel, how they sound. I think they should be a little bit louder than the Pearl Worlds that we used, but I don't know. I've tried, you know, we put them in and we just kind of like tried playing around with it. I don't know how I feel. I guess they aren't as like deep and kind of like muted as maybe I like some other clicky switches to be, and they're loud, but they're not like they're more of like a high-pitched loud. So, I don't know what to say other than, I don't know if I'm as optimistic about these as maybe I once was. I do know that, again, like I may have mentioned before, I think they're a little bit louder in hand than the Pro Worlds were. But I'm still just curious to see. When you're doing the HHKB, ooh. So I guess I'll spoil it for you guys. I got tracking. I got a tracking number for the Heavy Grail, the Veracity, but the tracking info doesn't seem to have made much movement. So it's one of those weird situations where I guess they've prepped the tracking number but just haven't actually put it out yet. The HHKB we did receive yesterday. It's fully tuned. Like it's a board that's like pretty much good to go, which I find kind of interesting. And so we're gonna open that up in preparation at some point for the heavy grail, or we're probably gonna do it on the day of, and just kind of see, because I've never really legitimately tuned an HHKB before, like an HHKB as you say. So I want to see what they did and what needs to be done. I did find it a little bit weird because it's just been so long since I've actually used Topre, but it was actually really strange to know like how light it was, like switch wise. Like the keys are just really light, and not something I'm used to. So I'm wondering if I need to, or if I should get aftermarket domes or something. Maybe that one was worthwhile. Did you see the Matrix Topre, the Falcon? I did see like photos of them working on that Topre Falcon. That's nuts. That's nuts, bro. I'm gonna guess it hasn't gone up, right? It hasn't gone up for sale or anything yet, at least. It seemed like one of those things where they're definitely like the photos just looked very prototypey. Like no one has it, so. But I'd love to put my hat in there for one. I would definitely be happy for one. Ooh, that was a good one. Useful. I love when I do this and there's nothing that happens for a while that makes me think like, oh man, it's like, that was like not useful. And then like, I end up getting to like one switch in a while and I'm just like, ooh, it was all worth it. Alright, we're gonna skip the middle one. We're gonna come to the middle one last. Oh, there was also a 40% with a custom EC PCB on Reddit a day or two ago. Ooh. I feel like I'd heard about electrocapacitive customs in the past and how they kind of haven't really like taken off, like for one reason or another. But that seems really interesting. I'm not a big 40% guy, so I would probably bow out. But at the same time, I respect it. Respect it like crazy. Because I can't imagine the way you actually like do or deal with electrocapacitance in keyboards is like particularly easy. Please Lord, let custom topray be a thing before I get out of this hobby. Yeah, fuck those gremlins. It's not about the layout, it's about the technology. I'm all about the layout, but I respect it. I respect that there are efforts being made to do customs. It's so sick. Like, I don't know, just seeing that matrix, the Topray Falcon, oh my god, that like excites me to like no end. Ooh, that was a good one. Good job, Chris. Okay, middle one, last one, I believe. Bing bong. Oh, Andy's back. In the form of text this time. A all hex 0. Your favorite shitty egg roll ambassador is in the building. The man with the plan here. What's up, soggy rolls? Chris sucks. Ooh, I don't have that variant. Ah, the regex isn't powerful enough. Who are those guys? They're not even real. Ooh, that one worked. Oh my god, I gotta look up all these emotes. Also, shit, I need to like make more emotes. New Asian man emo. Okay, let's take a look at this. Epsilon. Oh, that's Epsilon. One hand, not ATK. Mike Hogyu. Max LOL. The true heroes of Twitch. Alright, I'm gonna try to re-Wodan these guys just to be fully certain. Okay, this is bizarre. Hold up. Oh fuck. It fell off. Okay, the switch fell out, so that's a problem in itself, but I'm also looking. The alignment on this side is really strange. So bear with me, guys. The gang's all here. Ooh, oh, danger. Oh, I see. Okay, I don't think there's any problem with how the switch is, like, inside of the PCB. I think it's literally... This acrylic might be bending upwards because of all the stupid-ass cracks. That is interesting. So one thing is almost that, yeah, this blue thing here, I mean, is supposed to exist there and it doesn't. And that like causes like a little tiny bit of an issue. Really minuscule, but it is a slight issue that I think gets fixed once you kind of screw everything in together. Okay, so I think we're all done with the first pins, so I think we can all just like go through these second pins now. And we didn't even test the PCB, but I don't think we had to, so. Alrighty, let's zip through this. Wow, is this the famous CG Buen? Ooh, am I famous now? Am I a celebrity? Should I get verified on Instagram? Put in my application. You know who I am? Don't you know who I am? I'm famous. Oh, meant to ask how fucking bad does it hurt to put on a shirt right now? It's not that bad anymore. Definitely was near impossible those like first couple days out of the sessions where, you know, localized to where I was doing the ink, but it's yeah, pretty much at this stage now it's like it's not healed. It's not healed, but it's about 100 times better than, like, say for example last Friday. 100 times better. But you know, it's still not healed. Like, I'm still gonna need to like my artist is just saying like, yeah, I'm still gonna have to be like not working out, not in a pool for like another probably at least 3 weeks. The moment when CG1's pulling a Kevin Durant. What? Which aspect of KD am I pulling? The one that's really good at basketball, or the one that just joins a team that he lost to? How many days did it all take? So last week, I was there. We just worked on literally the neck, the central part of that upper back, and then the small hook at the very, very bottom of the chest, like on my stomach, basically. That was 3 days of last week, and about 11 and a half hours total in those 3 days. But in terms of everything that's on me, I think it's been about 13 sessions, starting in 2017, totaling about 62 hours or so. And that's like all just like inking time. You're in the shop for longer just with all the breaks. Definitely. And by inking you mean pain? Yeah. Yep. Oh, let's check this out. What is this? Oh. I'm Kevin Durant. Y'all know who I am? Katie had definitely had a lot of swag in that video. The impression I was trying to make was like those like B-list celebrity Karens, C-list celebrity Karens. Don't you know who I am? Like people pulling up to restaurants expecting to get their meals comped. That is a lot of pain to inflict on yourself. Yeah. A lot of it is just, it's very much like really, really just waiting and waiting for it to be done. Because you know it's like worth it at the end, but when you're going through it, it's bad. It's bad. So let me, I also, there's a thing here to mention. I actually, when I began this piece, I actually worked with him and you know, ever since like the first session, pretty much. I think the first session. We use lidocaine. We try to numb the pain, and it's an interesting conversation to have. Like the concept of lidocaine, because or just like numbing or trying like pain reduction. There's a lot of people out there where it's kind of like there's a machismo where, you know, you shouldn't do it because, you know, you should just bear the pain of tattoo. It's like kind of toxic, that mentality, to be honest, but there's almost zero drawback and like only benefits to using like a numbing or like lidocaine. Very specifically, like, you know, the most obvious one is it's less pain, especially if you're going to be on the chair or on the bed for so long, especially when you're doing like heavy black work like I am. It's a lot of trauma, and any kind of reduction of pain obviously is going to help, right? But a couple of other benefits. It literally, like, the way in which at least my artist specifically like administers it, it literally makes it easier for him to tattoo. And think about that by effect of like time wise, like if I'm not in pain, like, and if it's easier for him to do, it literally means less time. And less time literally means, you know, I don't have to pay as much. Like if you're doing like a piece from an artist that's hourly. So no, you're Alhex, you're actually paying less. Like exactly. So yeah, and Dixius, you got it. So it's like you're literally paying for less, and it hurts less and your artist is not having as difficult of a time. It's like, why the hell wouldn't people do this? Like, I've done tattoos without lidocaine before, and it's like, it's fine, like, if they're smaller pieces, but not like this, you know? Like, he's explained, even to me, and it looks like I'm done here, but he's explained to me that, like, he's done pieces on people who don't want to actually take it. And it's just like, oh my god, like, these, like, pieces that are, like, much smaller than this. These pieces are, like, they'll be, like, 50 hours, and it's, like, they're just in pain the whole time. It's terrible. I was going back to, like, some of my old email exchanges with him, and there was a point where I was supposed to go in, and we're supposed to just, like, draft up, like, the next part of the design. And this was, like, an email exchange we had, right? And I see a message that I ended up sending in this email chain where I was just like, hey, I couldn't catch you that day, or I couldn't catch you today. I'm not sure where you were, but I did drop off the deposit, blah, 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 blah. And he emailed back saying, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I totally forgot. I had a client who had difficult skin, and I just wanted to get out of there. So... anyways, now that makes sense. I was just saying that if the option is there for getting such heavy work done, I'd be taking that shit without hesitation. Yeah. Now, with that said, the way in which it's administered is also kind of hellish itself. So the idea here is that, like, okay, you can, for example, you can get a tattoo with, like, no pain relief, right? And you just be, like, literally going over these spots over and over again to, like, you know, at some point you're going to get numb yourself because of, like, how bad it is to it. But, like, it'll just be going over and over, and it's just really bad, right? And it's not like this. It's a lot slower and more localized. But what he ends up doing to administer the lidocaine is literally what I was just showing, where it's just like he'll kind of, like, drag really fast because you actually need to have, like, your skin opened up and your blood exposed so that when he applies the lidocaine, it can get into your bloodstream and still work. Now, furthermore, one kind of issue that arises is the fact that, like, it still hurts. Like, even when you use lidocaine, it's still really painful. And it's just really hard to imagine how much more painful it is, like, if you don't have the lidocaine. You see what I mean? Because one of the things that, like, sometimes I feel is... for one, like, when he's going over, like, at some point the lidocaine is going to wear off once he's moved to another spot. So when he, like, possibly comes back here, either to, like, you know, touch something up or to just, like, you know, he might just brush along it, a spot that where the lidocaine's already worn off, it's going to be painful as hell. But another thing too is that for the lidocaine itself and the pain relief that you get, like, the way that I kind of describe it is, it really, like, it reduces, it doesn't relieve, like, entirely, but it reduces the surface pain, but it's still a needle, like, that's really aggressively attacking you. And so, like, underneath the surface is still where, like, a lot of the pain is still going to be felt. So, like, when it's hitting, like, your fat or your muscles or your tendons or your bone or whatever, it's like, it's terrible. It's painful. Also, I just realized that the music's been muted, hasn't it? I don't know how long it's been muted for. Oh, I think it was a couple minutes here while I saw the KD clip. But yeah, it's and on top of that, like, just at the end of the day, it's gonna wear off. So then you still have the end of the day, or, like, you know, post session pain that comes along with it. So Superior Kimchi, where do you get all these HHKB blockers? Welcome to the stream, Superior Kimchi. KBD Fans sells blockers that have these, like, beveled edges. I don't really like the beveled edges that much, but these are the only blockers I could really find. They sell these on KBD Fans. They're part of the 5 Degree case line, but they only seem to have, like, standalone blockers in gray. And you can get these for, like, $10, and they come with 1 unit blockers as well. They only seem to come in gray, but I've been, like, asking around, hey, if you've got KBD Fans 5 Degree cases and you have blockers that you don't use, I want to buy them from you. So it's just, I'm putting out my feelers here today as usual. And yeah, so a couple people have responded to the ask. Both of them out in New Zealand is Tempest and Epsi. Both have put up their 5-degree blockers here, and I was able to sort of get these and enjoy them. But I do otherwise have a bunch of those gray ones that are standalone that you could buy. I was this close. I was this close to getting some cyan ones that would have looked really good on the Alopow, I think. But then the guy ended up selling like the whole set of 5-degree like case with the blockers to somebody else. So I have a stupid question. How does mefenamic acid work? I'm not familiar with mefenamic acid. Not quite sure what that is. So perhaps I suppose the only thing I can say is that I haven't used it. So I guess it's time to get a 5-degree case and cop the blockers. I've literally I have really thought about doing that. I have really thought about doing that and just try to like sell the case, but I don't know. I can't get myself to do it. All right. All right, we all good. Just pain relievers in general. Like I used to take these. I used to have these surgeries back in like 7 years ago. And then I had like some leftover prescription painkillers that I'm pretty sure are just like much less effective now than they were back then. But after some of these tattoo sessions, I would just go back to my stash and take them. And they helped. They definitely did. But I think I'm out, or I just haven't really looked that hard, to be honest. Is this completely even? Does this matter? Maybe not. EPJ33, welcome back to the stream. Alright. Let's get this all together, yeah? I wonder if I'm still bleeding. I think I'm good. What am I looking for? This guy, as well as maybe that's it. I'm just gonna put these back on anyways. I know I'm just gonna hurt myself again. Scene. Yes, I'm recalling now that the screws just go into the top. I think it's just like glued in. Wait, this isn't nearly enough screws. Hold on. There's a screw stash somewhere that I seem to have misplaced. 1 second while I try to find it. Is this it? I think this is it. Alright, this, I'll leave that out. I don't think I need those right away. There's no sharp edges, so the gloves are really almost unnecessary, but you guys know. I'm gonna end up hurting myself. That is a nice butt. The classic stacked acrylic board from 2013. I used to have a black one. I sold it. I think one of the worst parts of having sold that black one is it wasn't an HHKB, but I do think that it would have been probably a little bit better in terms of not having to crack everything. But the cracking was fine. I'll say that. This is probably going to be easier with iFixit in it. Shit. I don't even think it was any part of this was aligned. I'm gonna go around, smooth this out here. Screw this one. Ooh. God, this is tiring. Jeez. Whew. Whoa. Still a couple more here. I guess this might be the last one, but I'm gonna want to go around, make sure everything is good. Okay. Everything looks good. Stacked up. This did come with like a shelf liner as foam, but I did not install it, and I didn't want to, but on top of that I kind of forgot, and I definitely don't want to now, because screwing this in is kind of hard, you know? Okay, there we have it. We'll sort of mount on these keycaps. Again, we've been meaning to find a home for these, and I think these will be the ones. Let me tidy this up here. Got DSS First Light. Yeah, it's a 2-hour mark. So I suppose we could end this stream super early, or we could just do like a couple of brief chores. Maybe we'll do some chores. Y'all cool with that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. ZXC, VP, and M. And I'll just put that one later. Look at that. It's not a good time mounting this for some reason. Yeah, that's it. Nightmare was putting this upside down, and I did it. Oh fuck. Let's touch. Oh man, I hope there's a full touch. I'm imagining there's a full touch control. Oh why'd I put that there? What profile is this? Is DSS. WERTYU. I actually quite like the profile, to be perfectly honest. I had kind of like grown up with some of these DCS keycaps, and just all honesty, I do think that. Sorry. I grew up with DSA, and I do think DSS here, as I've just tried this for the first time, like on this key set, I think this is better than DSA. DSA is actually really quite not good. A key set that I've kind of have been looking for a little bit is DSS Dolch. Pimp My Keyboard has DSS Dolch, like an actual product page for it. But the problem is that like the kitting is like missing. It's missing alphas very specifically. Kind of sucks. So I need to find someone on the aftermarket, and I feel like DSS ran like a couple years back. So I think Hit Up Prime KB. I think that was his thing. Oh, okay. I don't know where the front is. I think it's this. I think I did this thing. Man, it's really hard to tell which one's the front. All I want is a deep navy blue Korean set. That's only a set I'll actually splurge on someone make one. Deep navy round 2 with sub legends. Inappropriate, like irrelevant sub legends. Someone will just have to think of a reason. Here's a full touch caps lock, but I wonder if there's a full touch control somewhere. So there was a tilde on this, but I remember last time we tried this out, we avoided the tilde because it was actually the legends. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the legends are different colors down the middle. And so the tilde was actually like this legend instead of this purple one. It was like the light blue instead of the purple. So we just avoided that. We could find it here. I feel like that was kind of had to be an oversight, to be honest. Not adding that extra tilde. Yeah. No. I actually use the sub-legends. Most people buy JP keycaps don't type or know the language. It is true. I mean, I have a lot of sub-legend caps, and if there's an option between like Latin or like Latin with sub-legends, I'll typically choose sub-legends because I don't know, they look kind of interesting. You know, I'm not gonna lie about that. I think it's interesting. Exactly the reason why I don't buy non-Latin base kits. I see. I think some people just like when their keyboard just has more stuff on it. Like literally, like there's more printing on it. I think like there's just kind of a notion that, oh, there's more on it. It looks better. But I also think that there's probably also an underlying thing of like, well, the sub-legends probably cost more. So might as well like get more bang for your buck. How do you guys think of the build? Look at that. Very cool. Very nifty. Alright. So what's cool is that we do also have these guys right here behind me, and we can do a little bit of clicky A/B testing here. But I guess before we do that, let's run a prediction. How cool with that? Alright, I don't think that there's gonna be anything wrong with any of these switches, so hopefully it'll be good. Let's do 125 again, so 2-minute period. If anyone wants to put up a wager, feel free. I fully agree for the existence of non-Latin base kits, but for me it's like I'm trash at every other language and it just makes the board look busy with the caps. True. It looks busy, and I think some people like busy. I do. Like it's charming. And I feel like on top of that, there are so many key sets that don't offer like sub legends. So like in my opinion, it's just like, oh, I like the mix. I like when they don't offer sub legends, I might still buy it because I like it. But when they do offer sub legends, like other buys, then it's just like, oh, I'll go for it, you know. So, prediction period up. Feel free to put in some points if you care to believe or doubt. Oh my gosh. I got a bunch of people doubting. Is that what's going on? Ooh, a lot of doubters. Alright. Or a lot of points in doubting. Time to get scammed. It's time. Alright, GMK Fang Lisu, let's look at that. Ah, pineapple. Oh, that's cool. This is a really charming set, I gotta say. I don't hate the two-tone here. This looks like it's almost like a muted Serica. Thor 314. Oh, I like this, Kikos. Welcome to the stream. All right. Okay, so here we go. Almost up here for the type test now, but just showing this off here. We got an alixinzhai 2013 stacked acrylic case. DZ60. We got pretty much, it's completely stock box crystal navy switches. DSS First Light. We got the KBD fans 5-degree blockers, which Cognitive Wander or anyone else who hates this idea, you'll hate it even more when you realize the blockers are too tall for the lip of this stacked acrylic, so it protrudes out. Anyone who thinks that's ugly, you'll notice that it's even uglier when you look at it from the side. DSS First Light. DSS, I like DSS better than DSA. I want more DSA or DSS. So hopefully there'll be some good DSS stuff out there soon. Oh god, throw it out the window, just burn it. Ooh. Oh my god. They got a blocker heater here. Alright. Threshold's 125. I think we've had at least one believer and one doubter, so let me turn off the music. Check to see you guys can see everything. Alright. Let's go. Okay. Let me also get the microphone placed just right. Okay. Oh god. Ah, man, I was like, I had a hold on 125 for so long, and I blew it right here. I don't know what happened there. Antixius, I apologize. Oh jeez. Man, I gotta lower these thresholds, man. Oh my goodness. Xanier with a big ol' raid, that party of 21. Oh my goodness. Frank. Ooh. Best Paytos. Oh man, I probably butchered that hard. Pow Pow the Show Pow. Achua Jong DV. S1 Ned, Ned, welcome to the stream. Voodoo Bear, welcome back. Guys, I appreciate it. S1 Ned or Ned, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. We just built this board really kind of rather quickly in comparison to a lot of other builds, but we did waste a lot of time too. There wasn't much to do for this. We just like solder on the switches. We didn't even do stabilizers or anything, but here we are. Jong DV, thank you for the follow. 1WHFH, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. But yeah, this was the build. We just lost the prediction, but the build here, this is an alixinzhai 2013 stacked acrylic keyboard, DZ60 PCB, like typical left corner connector 60% board. What else we got? The plate itself is pretty cracked, literally cracked, as in I cracked some of it so I can get this HHKB layout to go along with these KBD fans 5-degree blockers that are in purple. I believe I got these from Epsi. Epsi sent these over to me. And then we got DSS First Light. Oh, switches are Kailh Box Crystal Navies. and it was it's good. I like it. Good board. Okay, so just a quick comparison, guys. This is a clicky switch. I just happen to have some clicky switches here, and I could pull out like one more as well. If you guys just want to hear a sound comparison between these. MX wise, I think honestly, this might be one of the better clicky switches. But let's just do a comparison here. But yeah, shouts out Xaniard. Let us know what you were up to. Okay, so this right here is a Ramakara with some pre-tool. So like this would probably be like mid 2010s pre-tool Cherry MX Blue. This one right here again is Box Crystal Navy switches. This one's like a rare boy. This one is Pro World switches, so some pretty pricey switches in here, but just because they're pricey doesn't mean they're good. And let me whip out one more. Where is it? Alps Party right here. We got the Alps Party. This it's just a simple tray case here. FR4 tray plate. This right here is Complicated Blue Alps, SKCM Blue Alps. So I guess just as a comparison, let's go through it. Yeah, I could pull out more 60% clicky switches, but this is kind of all I want to put on my board right now. So these are all sized the way I want them to be sized. Okay. So. Cherry Blue. Box Crystal Navy. Oh shit, my bad. What did the TX60 have again? The TX60 PC, I believe I put in the 8008 ink switches. Blue Alps. And then Pro Worlds. MX for the win. Wow. Bold. That's bold. JK Alps goated. Pro World sound. Really? You like the Pro Worlds? I do not. Just like my honest opinion, and it's just an opinion, is like I'm not a fan of the Pro Worlds. The bottom left one, the bottom left here is Complicated Blue Alps. I like those the most. Type 1 switch repeatedly 1 time per board. These are so inconsistent that some switches, they just sound wildly different from each other. Like this one sounds pretty good. Or I don't know, and then I get tired of it. Yeah, Pro Worlds ain't it. I'm not a fan of these Pro Worlds. They're expensive ass switches, and I don't like them. So it has me very worried about clickies, because I've been so excited for clickies for so long. And if they're anything like Pro Worlds, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna poke around real quick, see if I have any other clickies that I want to pull out. These, I think I have a couple. You know what? Fuck it. You guys want to see some rare shit? Let's see some rare shit, yeah? You guys cool with that? I just have to figure out where it is. Here it is. Alright guys, you want to see some rare shit? Come on guys, come on. Maybe I think I might have shown this recently anyways. So maybe it's not that big a deal. This is a Oh boy, I don't even know where to place this. Let's move some of these off to the side here. This is a Model F60 OG Kish Saver. So if you guys want to hear in comparison. Cool board. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Let's see if I can flip this around. Let's move it here. Ugh. This is modded to USB. I think it was a Zondat daughter board, I guess. Rattle is a feature. I'm kind of recalling that I think I needed to get a wire bent by someone else. I'm sure that this can be lubed, but it's probably... I don't even know. That spacebar is fucked. Alright, I think MX-wise, honestly, MX-wise, I gotta go with the Box Crystal Navies. Overall, these are interesting, like, because you get, like, if, you know, you just eliminate these guys, right? It's like, I don't care much for these guys at this stage. You get something different just among all three of these. Between capacitive buckling spring in the Model F60, between the you know, the I guess click leaf in Blue Alps, and then with the click bar in Box Crystal Navies. It's just like they're all just different, and I like them. I don't have nothing to say better than that, but it's just like I like all of them. I have cherry white on a board, but I have no keycaps mounted to it. So sorry about that. Here, I'm gonna find one other little thing here. Just a little bonus for y'all. Gotta find it. All right, I need to grab a step stool. I got one more little bonus for y'all. So pardon me for a second. Ah, there it is. Ooh. I think I found tonight's giveaway prize. We were looking for something in the junk drawer, but I found something here that's not in the junk drawer, but in the keyboard pantry. But I found our giveaway prize for today. Actually, shit. I'd love to be able to give this away, but I'm realizing something is missing, and I need to find it. Hold up. Maybe I can find it in a quick second. Give me a moment. Do I see where it is? Sorry, I was looking for one thing, and then I found another thing that I want to run for a giveaway. And now I'm like realizing that this potential giveaway prize has just like a missing piece. It's a part that's missing. Alright. I don't know. Maybe I can't give this away. I can't give this away when there's a part missing. So I'll have to find a different junk drawer giveaway item. but if anyone wants to see it. Okay. Well, this I'm not gonna give this away, but this is. I'll show it in order. The thing that I had to give away was I found this like key puller that has a switch at the end. It's just like a keycap puller. There used to be like a very, very small, like a very low profile keycap at the top, and I've just I've misplaced it. So we'll run this another day once I find it. I wouldn't say that this is like the highest quality keycap puller, but it is like just a cute little thing. These were sold like a long time ago. I think Dan G. Wang ran this group buy for these or something. I believe. If anyone knows Dan G. Wang, is an old dude in the hobby who had a really sort of nasty leave, and he had some really cool stuff in his collection, and he also had some really cool photos, especially back then. Okay. Anyways, here's the bonus that I wanted to show you guys. I'm not gonna be selling this or giving this away or anything, but wait, Dan G. Wang, Dang Wang, yeah, Dang Wang. I believe Dang Wang ran these. I think it also could have been someone else. But anyways, okay. This right here is a beam spring switch keychain. I don't have a beam spring keyboard. Back when, I think there were opportunities to get some beam springs, I already thought they were expensive then. They're probably legitimately more expensive now. But what did I do? What did he do, Rugpull? I think he got really tired of. It was weird. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm going back and forth between all these things, but let's just go back to Dang Wang. I believe he just had a problem with like kind of the consumerism or the sort of flipping mentality in keyboards, even as far back as like 2013ish or so. And then he got really nasty about it, and then he just kind of like, I don't know, he kind of had like a nasty falling out with Geekhack and a lot of members who were out there. So anyways, okay, so here's this beam spring keychain. Beam springs were even like super crazy expensive like 6-7 years ago. I'm imagining they're significantly more expensive now. I think at some point someone just like started selling these like keychains on eBay. I think someone harvested an entire beam spring and then just like, individualized all of these just like, to sell them. And the guy probably made a good profit because this keychain wasn't cheap. But it was all that I was willing to spend, considering that like I didn't want to get a beam spring. And again, I'm also glad I didn't, because it's like, would I use it anyways? Like it would just be like a huge, like a physically huge item in my collection that like, I can't really do much with. I'm sure that there are ways to convert beam springs to USB, but then it's like, it's not an HHKB, so I wouldn't use it. I use it just as much as, say, for example, the SSK in my collection, which I could have brought out the SSK for clickies too, but, might as well just do the F60. Anyways, but yeah, this is a beam spring. If you just want to hear it. If you want it on the same plane. It's even louder than the Model F. I think the Model F rattly spacebar is louder though. I remember, I think I went to a meetup in like 2014 or so. and someone actually had a beam spring, and just playing with one there was just like such an amazing, incredible experience. It was so interesting. And so I'd been on hunts for beam springs, but I just, especially back then, could not bring myself to purchase one. But at least I have a little piece of one, I suppose. It's kind of like, how do I put it? It's kind of like, how do I describe this? I have as much of a beam spring as I want. And like in just all kinds of ways. I don't want a big thing. I want to be able to hear it. I didn't want to spend that much, but I spent a tiny bit for this, you know. In case you guys just want to know, maybe I'll just look it up, see how much it actually cost me. This beam spring keychain cost me $15. It was $15 in 2016. So there you have it, guys. All right, music back on. You know, I might just wrap up here. I know we have like some chores to do, specifically with regarding this Pro World, as well as the build from last night has a couple switches I wanted to replace, but I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm like honestly pretty good tonight, but I do want to run a giveaway. You guys up for a giveaway? I need to find one that isn't this keycap puller. So I'll poke around for stuff in the junk drawer. If you guys are cool with hanging around here. Dumb little trinkets as we usually have. All right, I found a little something goofy, something that like we kind of forgot to give away a little while back. Hey yo, yeah. This is pretty goofy. All right, guys. If anyone's interested, we have So let me give a little background. A couple of weeks ago, we did the concrete keyboard, and in that concrete keyboard, we put these Cherry MX tactile gray switches, right? And those tactile gray switches I had just bought. Like I bought them many years ago. Dr. West, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. We're about to run a giveaway. So anyways, those tactile gray switches, I bought them at some point, and I knew that they were just like heavy as hell, but like back then you didn't really have very many like switch options. So it was kind of just a flex to go and get these like tactile gray switches and then swap in another spring, say example, a really, really light spring. And all you have is just something that's cosmetically different that you wouldn't see unless you pull the keycaps off, right? But it made no difference like using that versus say like an Ergo Clear, like where you take an MX Clear. Ooh, I said a Franken switch name. You take an MX Clear and then you swap in like a lighter spring into it. Kind of did the same thing with these tactile grays. And I did that, and then I put that into a Philco, and then a couple months back we desoldered that Philco so that I can restockify these Cherry MX tactile grays to put in the concrete keyboard. But here are the I put it in a little Deskies bag, but here are those springs. I call them RBB springs because I'm pretty sure these are like cherry, like red, blue, brown springs that I harvested from other switches and then put into the tactile gray, and then I took them out. So I believe, I don't know how many there are in here. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's at least 70 in here, I think. Like 65, somewhere between 65 and 70 of these springs in here. So goofy ass junk drawer giveaways. If you guys are interested in joining, I would say vote for your favorite map or your favorite number from 1 to 59. Wait, are there different weightings in the spring in there then? So the impression that a lot of people got way back when was that red, blue, and brown cherry springs, like springs from cherry, red, blue, and brown, were all the same. I am like pretty certain that that's true. But if you want to argue that, I don't care because I'm running a giveaway for it. It's one of yours to worry about. Boys, this is peak junk. I'm pretty certain they're the same. I'm pretty certain. Cherry red, cherry blue, cherry brown. Have you guys used cherry red, cherry blue, cherry brown? I mean, they're like, you open them up, they literally look the same as each other. Like, I mean, like, come on. Like, I could show this as close as possible. Just show you every individual spring. They're gonna look kind of the same. So, the junk part is not that they're probably different springs. The junk part is that who would actually use these. Alright. Okay, guys. If anyone wants to break the tie, 14 millimeters, 60 grams. I see. For some reason, I always thought it was 15, but 14 might also sound pretty correct. But yeah, anybody care to break the tie? Let me know. Otherwise, I'll go to where we land at 9:32 Pacific. So in about 10 seconds from now. Reds are light as fuck? Yes. I agree. Alright, we're gonna go with Shattered Dreams. Shattered Dreams. Alright guys, for any lurkers out there who might want to win a giveaway, we've got a game of marbles going on, so let's set a little timer here. Well, it's 3 minutes. 3 minutes is good. Alright, while the timer is going, I guess I'll clean all this stuff up. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll leave the, how about this? We'll put this here. We'll put this here. I'll play with this for a little bit longer, and then I'll put it away. Guys, welcome, by the way. Smash that follow button, hit that play command. You already know what it is. Got another giveaway here. Some springs. Alright, yeah, I don't want to say, I like these box crystal navies. I'm curious to see what the non-box but click bar switches are like. I think Novel Keys has some. I'm curious to compare and see how blue inks are. I actually have those right now. So we're probably going to put that into another build at some point. So, yeah. Alright guys, just about a minute and a half left to join in, so go tell your friends. Or not. I don't know. If you guys don't want to tell your friends, because you'll have a lower chance of winning this junk. My loss is also your loss, because you now get junk. Yeah, we'll do these other chores another time. What's the bottom out? 100 grams? No. These are like 60 gram bottom outs. One less problem to deal with for Chris. You know, how do I put it? It's not one less problem. It's a problem I fixed by reducing the number of things in my apartment. So really my giveaways are just like year-round cleaning. I like old cherry housing, has a muted sound. That junk is not junk like you think it is. I don't know what you mean. Alright, early lead goes to Cognitive Wanderer with the early lead. Cognitive Wanderer, a profound hater of the 5-degree blockers I use in my boards. I know you're an OJ, you got stuff that was popular 4 to 5 years ago. Alright, let's see who's taking the lead. Voodoo. Voodoo's up there. Ooh. All Hex, Voodoo, June 9th. Oh my goodness, June 9th. June 9th has a shot here. Taking that far path all by himself. The path less traveled. Alps and Topre as well. Cherry housing the goat. Who's gonna beat the ghost? Wait, who's the ghost? The ghost is also... Oh, the ghost is Frank. No shot. And you never know. June 9th still has that first place lead. Alright, by the way, last place finisher gets to choose who we raid. So you gotta finish, but the last place finisher chooses the raid target. Oh, Frank's killing it. Also, June 9th, pretty far back at this point, getting stuck on these, this extra stuff. Superior Kimchi and Bliss. Bliss 911. Competing here. Got that last little stretch. Oh, Deeds has just died. Oh, Bliss. Bliss making a run for it. Let's see about these little slow whack-a-moles here at the very end. Who's going to get it? Oh, Amphixius? Kimchi? Oh my goodness. Superior Kimchi with the win. Alright, but Bliss 911 and June 9th still competing. Cognitive Wanderer. Cognitive Wanderer and... Whoa! All Hex got pushed back. Alright, who's gonna finish last? Who gets to choose our raid target? Superior Kimchi, you can re-roll. I'm just in it for the memes. Alright, I guess we're re-rolling. I guess in that respect, oh my god, All Hex just got yeeted like crazy. You guys see that? I guess we're June 9th. I don't know if you really want to choose a raid target, you can claim that. But I was gonna say the raid target win would go for whenever this is actually claimed. So, all right, we're gonna re-roll. I guess let's go random. Let's go random for the re-roll. Mountain Pass. Let's do it. My people needed me. Alright. Join right on in, guys. Smash that follow button. Hit that play command. Let's shorten this a little bit. 150. So 2.5 minutes to join. Come right on in. Another game of marbles for y'all. Reroll. Superior Kimchi obviously... Whoa. Obviously with the rejoin here for the prize Superior Kimchi clearly wants. Three minutes. This is long. All right, we could start sooner. There's 10 of you guys in here. Is this free shipping? Yes, free shipping. Anywhere in the world. Alright, we're gonna start in like 15 seconds. So smash that follow button, hit that Blake command. Let's do 115 here. 3 minutes. Oh, okay. Then I'll leave it running if your complaint was not for the amount of time for the countdown, but for the whole stage. I'm win again, no problem. Alright guys, just a minute left. Minute left to join. Alright, what else do I need to clean up? Ooh. If everyone got yeeted here, it's happened. We re-roll. We re-roll when that happens. So hell was in this bag? There's something in this bag and I don't remember. Oh, it was the keycaps. Alright, 30 seconds. Now let's just start. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's get it. Early lead goes to all hex. All hex that early lead. These prized springs. Prized switch springs up for grabs. Ooh, June 9th. Let's see who makes it down the track first. Everything is kind of irrelevant until people actually get down into the track. Ooh, June 9th actually is in the lead. Oh, oh, getting held up. Everyone's getting held up by these rocks. Alright. 0? Could it be? 0 with another win? Oh my goodness, 0 so far ahead, but getting caught up in this snow. Could be voodoo. Who knows? Let's see how many obstacles we'll run into. Alright. This is a good view. I say this is a good view. What you guys think? Alright. I'm gonna continue tidying up here. Dr. West taking a big lead. Oh, oh, caught up in the mix there. All right, I'm gonna play with this. I'm gonna play with this switch while we're watching. Oh, all hex, Dr. West, neck and neck. Little baby Tina. Ooh, it's a close one. Ooh, oh, look at this snowflake. Ooh. Alright, what happens here? Let's take a look at this funky thing. Oh, oh, oh! Oh, a couple more obstacles down here. Oh, oh, all hex. All hex with the speed. Alright. All hex breaking up these rocks. Could Dr. West come in and swoop? I'm stuck, Step Rock. Ooh, Snoozerton's ghost. Oh my god, it's so close. Oh my god, it's such a close race. Look how close it is. Oh, June 9th died. Look how close this race is. Oh! Oh my goodness. Could it be Bliss? Superior Kimchi? Who's gonna get it, guys? Who's gonna get it? Oh! Oh my goodness! Blizz 911 just narrowly beating Superior Kimchi. Superior Kimchi could have had another reroll there. Or a claim the second time around. Blizz 911. Oh, what? Proud winner of this marbles race. This reroll here. Anthixius. Anthixius with the final place finish. Wait for me. Bliss, let us know. Do you claim? Do you claim these 65 to 70 springs? 11th stream of not winning, personal record. Bliss, let us know if you claim. Dude, I'm in like Indonesia though. I got a yes or no question. Do you claim? Do you claim these springs? You can claim, you can reroll, you can pass it off. Acclaim. All right, there you go. All right. Then, with that said, June 9th, I don't know what you felt like last time around, but Anthixius is the last place finisher of this race. Anthixius, did you want to choose a raid target? Let's take a look and see who's online. The last place finisher here gets to choose the raid target. A few folks on tonight, as I see. We got Giorin. We got Xing Xing, our good friend Xing Xing. Who else is on? Shroud. Shroud is online. Sup Caitlin is online. Arena K-Town is also online. XQC. Aiden Ross. Should do it on the map when the prison is claimed. Sup, Caitlin. Alright, Gioran. Okay, we'll do... Oh, wait, is Gion works on? Oh, Gion's not on. Okay, Gioran. Let's do Gioran, guys. Alright, guys. I'll be back, like, Monday, I guess. I don't have Monday off. Like, I feel like a lot of people have Monday off. I don't have Monday off of work, but I will still be back online for another stream on Monday. So let's go and get Gioran. It's supposed to be President's Day. I think some people have it off. My company does not. But all right, we're gonna be rating Gioran, guys. Good night from San Francisco. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching. I forget what we're even doing on Monday. I think we're gonna be doing a Duck Viper, second build. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, good night from San Francisco, and show some love to Gioran. Get your raid messages, make up whatever you want, and I'll see you guys Monday. Peace.